I'm Harry Potter.
Hey friends, it's Emily and welcome back to my channel. Join me today as my eyes literally take flight as the golden snitch, and let's get ready for this Quidditch match. First, let's work on the winged eyeliner. For that, I'm using the Wolfe Face Art and Effects palette, and let's begin by dipping into this gorgeous sunflower yellow color for the body of the snitch. I'm using a small liner brush to help me create thin lines, but first don't forget to dip it quickly into the water to activate the paint. Then tap the brush lightly on the sides of the paint pot to get rid of any excess product since we want to be very precise. Then do your eyeliner as you normally would, but don't do the wing. Personally, I like my liner to become thicker as I work my way out. And if you mess up, it's really easy to clean up. Just swipe the mistake away with your finger and fix the eyeliner, and larger mistakes can be cleaned up just as easily using a Q-tip dampened in water. And once you're done, it should look something like this. Next up, we're going to switch over to a lip brush, but not to use it on our lips. We're actually going to use it to create the winged eyeliner. For the base of the wing, I'm dipping into a pale white color to create a helix eyeliner effect. I think having a helix instead of a regular wing will really bump up the creativity and the intricate depth of the snitch's wing. So it's really simple to paint a helix liner. All you have to do is begin with the same angle at which you would normally do your winged liner, then extend it a little bit further than you normally would, and once you're happy with the height, begin curving it downward and finish the tail off with an upward flick. To create the helix shape, just do the same thing underneath, but draw it as a reflection of the upper portion of the eyeliner. And if you're not happy with the way your eyeliner turned out, just fix it with the wet Q-tip and play around with it till you're happy. Without any excess product, angle the lip brush and create short feathery strokes to emphasize the wing. I found it best to apply the lightest pressure possible when doing this. If too much pressure is applied, it would look too thick and not very feather-like, so make sure to fill in most of the space so it looks extra fluffy. Once done, it should look something like this, and you can definitely see where the helix comes into play. To define the wings more and provide more depth, I'm going into this light gray shade to create shadows. Once the product is on the brush, make sure to tap the brush onto a napkin to get rid of any excess product since we want the shadows to be very thin. I'm beginning by outlining the underside of the helix so I'll know where to place the shadows later. Then I'll start creating random feathery strokes throughout the previous white strokes to add a bit more detail. And here's how my wing turned out. Oh my god, you guys, isn't it the cutest thing? Then taking a black color, I'll be using the same lip brush as before to apply a thin layer beneath the yellow liner. Also, just a quick tip, you can prevent muddy eyeliner by rinsing the brush in between colors. And as you can see, I messed up the black eyeliner a little bit, so I'm just going in with the yellow eyeliner again to do a few touch-ups. I also decided that I wanted my winged eyeliner to stand out more, so I added some more white paint to highlight the high points of the wing, and then I touched up any mistakes I made with the white paint with more gray paint until I was happy with it. Then I'm using my Benefit Roller Lash to apply mascara to both of my eyes. I'm only doing my top lashes now since we'll be applying concealer later, so I don't want it to get messed up or anything. And for priming today, I'll be sticking with my Benefit Professional Primer, and I'll be concentrating that mostly on my T-zone, and you might see me put it down on my neck later because I did take a little bit too much. You really only need a pea-sized amount. And when you're applying the primer under your eyes, make sure to not smudge any of the eye makeup that we did previously. Just pat it in very gently and try to avoid it as much as possible. For my foundation today, I'll be taking my Maybelline FitMe foundation and my Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. I'll be applying my Wet n Wild foundation all over my face, and then I'll just be dotting the Maybelline FitMe foundation on a little bit of my face since I do have a slight tan and that is a little bit darker. Also, I was too lazy to blend out my foundation, and I remembered that I'm of age and I've trained my whole life for this moment of jump cut magic. Accio Fit Me Concealer. Today I'll be applying my concealer in a triangular shape underneath my eyes to really bring the eyes forward and make them pop. Then I'm gonna apply some of that concealer on my chin and my nose bridge as well as my forehead just to brighten those areas up a bit. Then I'll be using my damp beauty blender to blend everything out, but without magic this time. Then I'll be taking my Covergirl loose powder in light to bake my face. And I'm going to use a big fluffy brush with excess powder to set the foundation on my neck. And for all of you muggles at home, here's a simple trick that you can do with your eyebrow pencil at home. Today I'll be using my Anastasia Brow Wiz in the shade Ebony and just filling in the sparse areas. And once they're filled in, I'm just going to go in with a spoolie and brush them out a bit. By now my baking should be done, so I'm just going to go ahead and brush it all away with that big fluffy brush. Next up is bronzer, and I'm just going to be taking my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer and dusting that all over my cheekbones as well as my temples just to provide an overall glow. And I'm also going to dust some on my forehead and on my jawline. For my blush, I'll be sticking with a coral color mixed with a rose gold color just to provide an overall glow. And for an overall blinding highlight, I'll be sticking to e.l.f.'s Baked Highlighter in Blush Gems. To achieve that shiny look like the Golden Snitch, I'll be concentrating my highlighter on my cheekbones, temples, nose bridge, cupid's bow, brow bones, and the inner corners of my eyes. Lastly, I'll be using a MAC lipstick in the shade Delish and applying it all over my lips for an overall frosty look. I want it to be really dewy and glowy looking, and this is definitely more of a sheer coverage, but it provides an intensive glow. And don't forget to apply mascara to your bottom lashes, and we are done. Alright you guys, that is the end of this video. Thank you all so much for watching. I had so much fun being more creative with this one. And if you liked it, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. And also make sure you have your post notifications turned on, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys!